Greetings, my excellent friends. Surely if we burn down the woods, we can We have already had burning in this particular cycle. I do not know that I am particularly enthusiastic about more burning. More burning sounds less than ideal. There's 2 more chapter 3s we haven't found. We've already done the damsel, but we'll do the prisoner. And you can always choose to walk away empty-handed. I think that means we need to let her chop her head off and then just fucking leave. Now, that's not the same as slaying her and entering a violent confrontation. Which I think might take us here, then, to the alternate version of this. From the way it looks.
You're here to slay her.
Right, that one was the beast. Well, the evolved beast. End of the... Killing a princess seems bad. Can't someone else do that? Nah, I'm not doing it.
Then I guess
all right,
we'll just
fine,
have to...
maybe. I know I don't have to do all of that, but I like setting the tone, you know? And in this case, we're freeing her.
You take the... The door...
Oh, it's been so long since I...
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
I haven't decided
There's
yet.
a heavy chain.
How about you...
Look how
Thank you.
Knife dropped.
Don't just...
Many
Is
conversations.
that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. Ending the world's... Oh.
Get you out of here.
You make your...
Upstairs didn't work.
Against your better judgment. No. Stop.
I thought this was...
The blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you?
Stabbity. Let's leave.
You have already committed to my completion.
Can't leave. Let's go.
A warning. The only... You take the blade from the door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. You walk down.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Are we not the first? We are, but, like, she means the last time it was us.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? You step toward...
What happens if we sit closer?
Do you think this is a game? Do you think these chains take away my say in things?
Well, that's not good.
As you move towards the princess, she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists.
Maybe I have to go back.
In an instant, they're around your neck. Both...
Yeah, that's not good. There are autosaves, though, which I have never used, but normally I'd save deliberately before I hit a button. But yes, there's an autosave tab. There's only 6 of them. There's also quick saving, which I don't use either. But be aware that you can misclick and fix it. The game doesn't call a huge amount of attention to that, though.
You do as she asks and sit on.
Thank you.
What would you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry.
That's but she's open though, so I don't have the.
If you want to leave, I'm going to be the one with the weapon, deal with it. I reckon she attacks there as well, doesn't she? It's interesting. She's very, very untrusting for some reason.
Do you think these chains take away my saying things? I said no.
As you move towards the princess, she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists. In an instant, they're around your neck, both of you dropping to the ground as she pulls them taut, bracing her body against yours as you struggle uselessly.
Yeah, she's quite good at that. We'll explore that later. Okay, I'll trust you.
Slide it.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know.
Can we not lose that line?
Slide it up.
No. Do you think this will work? Interesting that you're only having us remain in place. It's almost like there are very real limits to your power. I don't know what you're talking about. The world ends if we fail, right? Her killing us might not be our only failure state, if you catch my meaning. I don't know where you're going with this. Could you explain? Yes, explain it. Sure. I'm insinuating that we could kill ourselves. Ruin this whole thing. You wouldn't. I'm not afraid of dying. Are you?
Thinking about these conversations, having played the Princess and the Dragon route. Yeah, we just go catatonic for a while and she has to stare at us.
A little. You got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor.
In theory, she can't get mad at us for just walking off without taking her head because we weren't informed about what the plan was. Yeah.
The princess maintains unsettling eye contact.
Thanks.
She pulls. What is she? She doesn't. Nah.
Look away!
You close your eyes. That doesn't stop you from hearing every grisly detail. The splitting of skin, the wet mulching of severed veins, the grinding of metal against bone.
Thanks.
I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that? Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? We don't know that she's dead yet. We're not even watching it happen. She could just be faking those sounds.
I don't think she is.
And then, finally, you hear a snap and an uneasy silence.
But I do like that they give us the choice of seeing the artwork for this or not seeing it.
There is a slow and fleshy tear. Hard to fake that. This is worse than watching. And yet our eyes are still closed.
Yeah, we made our choice.
Finally, there's the soft thud of something roughly head-sized bouncing against the floor, and the clattering of chains as they drop along with it. I think you can open your eyes now. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you, dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Yeah.
So I guess that's it. I hate this. Can we just get out of here now? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? I don't have an angle. Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed.
All right.
Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it. With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just empty. The door. Check the door.
Open the door and accept your reward.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows.
Man, Skeptic really ruins the mood for this part, huh?
But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward? This is your reward. An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it. Okay. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Like hell it is.
It's bullshit, let us out of here.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy, we're happy.
But we're not happy. He's just telling us that we are. I can tell you for a fact that I'm extremely unhappy right now.
Yeah, what he said.
What do you suggest, then?
We still have a blade. Let's use it on ourselves and start over.
He's suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right in front of you.
I do like that they're doing the exact same thing. This is good. I don't want to die again. I didn't like dying last time. I'm going to accept my reward now.
That's great. Congratulations. You've earned it.
More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
He's just saying things.
The voice's protestations fall on deaf ears.
Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
It still does this.
You really don't want to be happy, do you?
Damn it, what was that he said? Oh, the skeptic. Hang on a sec. Look, let's get him to talk again.
That's more happy.
He's just...
The voices...
Eventually you pass into...
No, you stop that. Stop all this nonsense.
You really don't want to be happy, do you?
Restless thoughts. Have a voice. Ruin your happy ending.
You know what you have to do.
But I liked being happy. Are you really going to take it away from me?
That wasn't real happiness. The truth is still out there for us to find, but we can't find it here.
He's very insistent. Is there really no other way? Because I don't want to use the blade on myself.
If it makes it easier for you, I can do it. Let me have it.
Yeah, he's going to insist, isn't he? Sorry, but we're not doing that.
Don't apologize. I'm sorry.
Wait, why are you sorry? Your body lurches as your heart suddenly stops beating. Are you killing us?
You'll forgive me eventually.
You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
You goddamn spiteful bastard. The narrator does seem to think happiness is a lack of bad things happening to you rather than a presence of good things. Yeah, it's interestingly philosophical, but it is very clever writing of this guy's mind, because this is the guy that wants to kill the concept of change.
Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you want?
No.
I don't have to answer that.
That's all we needed to hear.
It turns out that it doesn't take too long to die after your heart stops beating.
No, that's kind of how that works.
You collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Chapter 3, The Cage.
You're on a path in the wood. Are you fucking kidding me? We had everything we ever could have wanted, and you killed us.
That's interesting. Why does he like the eternal nothingness? I want to try the other... What happens if we give the blade to the voice of the skeptic? Does that change who we get?
Alright. I'll make this quick.
You goddamn spiteful bastard.
Why should it matter? That's all we need.
Ah, fine. The little voice raises the pristine blade to your throat and cuts it open. You rapidly bleed out and then you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
You're on a path in the wood. See? All done. That wasn't so bad, was it, buddy? But it was so bad. I don't like dying.
Never mind, fuck this guy. And if I do it, what do I get?
Goddamn.
Why should it matter? That's all we need.
You raise the blade, then drive it into your heart. You collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
You're on a path in the wood. Chains everywhere. This is different. This is new.
Wow. 3 entire voice options, all in that last choice. That's interesting. We haven't been with the paranoid. Yeah, I like the cheated. I liked the way he opened that. I definitely don't want to hang out with the broken right now. Do we want the we want the paragon? Do we want the paranoid or the cheated? Let's at the very least I want to hear the rest of this because this was funny.
Are you fucking kidding me? We had everything we ever could have wanted and you killed us.
We didn't have everything we ever could have wanted. That's just what he told us. I want the truth, not some made-up eternal happiness.
But it was nice. Who gives a shit about truth?
I do. He said we were happy, but what does happiness like that even mean? It was just another prison.
And this isn't. There are chains everywhere.
That just means we're on the right track, you numbskull. that we're finally starting to see reality for what it is.
Can you two stop fighting? It's not very productive. No, it isn't, is it? So let's focus up. You've clearly already been here before, and judging by how deranged you all are, you've already been here more than once.
Let's see how the paranoid opening goes.
Chains everywhere. This is different. This is new.
It's worse is what it is.
We're finally starting to see reality for what it is. This place is a prison, and she's not the only inmate.
Mm-hmm.
You're acting like reality is this static thing. But this world is constantly changing around us. How can you be so sure that you aren't breathing the prison into existence?
Mm-hmm.
That by feeling the walls closing in on you, that's exactly what they do.
What a crock of pretentious bullshit. Reality is as solid as the ground beneath our feet. And if we just examine it, if we apply enough scientific rigor, if we think hard enough, we'll find a way out of here for good. Don't you see? We're already making progress. And what if looking at it is enough to make it change? Where does that leave us?
It leaves you exactly where you are right now, and presumably exactly where you've been before. I'll spare you my full introduction, since you've clearly already heard it at least once, but I would like to remind you that the people in my world are living, breathing, suffering entities, and not pawns for you to sacrifice in pursuit of some vague truth.
You think Paranoid would fit more for the good ending of this path and we are aiming for the bad one? I don't know. It's our first time here, so I really can't make a guess either way. I don't know whether the voice is the deciding factor between what we can do or not. It's the first time we've had such a quick and easy access to which ones we... Oh, I think there was another time in which we had, like, a choice between the Broken and somebody else. But I don't know that we took advantage of it. Should we talk about how we still have the blade? We've never started with that before.
Huh. I hadn't actually noticed.
Holding it's starting to feel natural, isn't it?
Of course it feels natural. We've had it with us every time. We've made it part of us. Don't be weird. It's just a tool, not some mystical object. Though starting with it feels like an indication that we're on the right track.
This is strange. You're not supposed to start with the blade. It says right here that you're supposed to find it at the cabin.
Do you have notes?
Oh well, I suppose that doesn't make much sense anyway. It's better if you start with a weapon, so this is probably for the best.
We've never started with the weapon before. We've had it taken away from us before, but... She died last time, and the way you decided to thank us was locking us away in a happiness void forever.
So you actually managed to slay her? Yet you still found your way back here. Absolutely unbelievable. What on earth is wrong with you?
You needed a better ending, mate.
We weren't satisfied with your happy little prison.
But it has happy right there in the name. It wasn't actually very happy.
He's right. You can't just tell us we're happy and expect us to go along with it. You were trying to dictate our emotions. How are we supposed to trust someone who does that? Damn right. I have about as much trust for him as I have for her.
You're literally the voice of not trusting things.
Then who are we supposed to trust? We have to trust someone eventually, right?
No!
Well, what's done is done and you're here now. There's no use arguing. Just get to the cabin and settle this. Try not to kill yourself this time.
I don't know, I feel like the voice of the Paranoid might be able to get me through to a violent ending. Like, the two of them together are hardly open-handed acceptance of what's going on. I'm not taking the blade again. Toss the weapon into the woods. I'm not going to do that. Actually, I'm going to try and see if they let me, because I don't know if those two would let me. But I don't actually want to do it.
Are you serious? The blade is your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do things right.
We can't toss it. It's the only way we can protect ourselves.
It's an extension of us, and we shouldn't go around throwing our pieces away.
He's right. Weird, but right. Don't you dare. Are you even listening to me? Does my opinion count for nothing? We're never getting out of here if you don't listen. I'm intervening. We're not tossing the blade.
I'm in charge, and I say we're tossing the blade. You had your chance last time, and we all saw how that worked out for us.
Too bad. This is a mutiny.
Hey, you can't just do that. We're not supposed to be able to make our own decisions.
You say that, but it's happened like 7 or 8 times now.
What if I stop you? Maybe I can make choices too.
Good luck with that. I've got backup this time, haven't I? Yeah, alliance of convenience. We're not throwing it away. It's important.
Hey, what are you... Are you serious? That's no fair. Let me go.
Sorry, has to be done.
He's seriously not letting me toss it. Real mature. When this goes sideways, it's on the 2. Fine, then I guess we're keeping it.
Great. Was that so hard?
Yeah.
We need to keep our wits sharp.
I thought that would be the case because it seemed likely after chapter 2 also had him. Because remember, we did the prisoner once and tried to leave the blade, and he was like, no, we can't do that. We need to take it with us. So he has a history of doing that in this line. And the paranoid... That's where I reckon maybe if we had a different voice, we'd be able to throw the blade away. Which makes me even further think that I'm on the right track for violence, because if this is the voice that doesn't let you throw the blade away, then this is the voice that more easily allows you to do violent things. Right?
Yes, you've made the right choice. The blade is the only control we have in this world.
Yes, great. Now, will you get to the cabin already? In case you've forgotten, the princess, the fate of the entire world, etc., etc.
Let's go.
You stand at the edge of a cliff. An abyss yawns beneath you, empty and endless. The only path forward, a rusted metal bridge. The cabin looms on its far side. I think you already know what waits for you within.
Yeah, that's the sort of bridge Phoenix Wright would fall from. I don't like this.
It's like the world itself doesn't want us to reach her.
Alas.
There's nothing to find out here. Time to check in with the missus.
I'm going to pretend you didn't just call her that.
It's strange for him to call her that, but I don't think he's being entirely straightforward about it.
Every surface of the cabin is draped in chains, the air filled with the mock birdsong of metallic clinks. Where there should be walls, you can see only endless ropes of metal, with hooks dangling from their ends. A fitting cage for a monster destined to end the world. There's nothing for you to do but step forward into the basement. You already have your weapon. Your objective awaits.
And how are we supposed to get to the basement? I don't see a way down. All I see is a mirror.
What mirror? There is no mirror. The only thing of note here is the door to the basement.
I do get a little bit tired of the mirror thing.
It clearly serves some purpose, but what? Is there something about us we're supposed to see? Can it be a tool of some kind?
There's certainly a tool of some kind living in it.
Or is it a distraction? Something meant to confuse us?
Can we please stop talking about the mirror? I'd rather not spend more time in this room than I have to. It's creepy.
You step out onto the floor, or what should have been a floor.
Should have been?
Oh dear.
Yes, unfortunately, you realise too late that there is no floor beneath the metal. There is only a loose web of chains suspended over some unseen space, an unseen space that you are now rapidly plummeting through.
No mirror check this time.
Nothing's solid here, is it? It's all just a shifting mass waiting for us to drop our guard.
Your fall is suddenly, painfully halted as rusty chains pull taut against your skin, their hooks digging into your muscle. You find yourself suspended in what appears to be a vast, dark space, the glinting of yet more chains merely hinting at its full dimensions. You dangle a few feet off the bare concrete floor. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. As your eyes adjust to your new surroundings, you make out a figure standing in the gloom, obscured in shadow. She watches you with the stillness of the grave.
Easy now. We don't know what sort of situation we're dealing with. We should let her make the first move. Let observation give us an advantage.
Why the hell did you cut your head off? That sounds like the funniest thing to say. Let's save here, see how it goes.
But you are met with only silence, save for the creaks and groans of metal as it sways in the stale air around you. The hooks slowly shift in your skin, the pain coming in waves as you continue to dangle helplessly.
What if the chains don't have to be real? What if they aren't real? They feel plenty real to me. Yeah, it would be nice if we could just tell ourselves the chains aren't lodged in all our joints and they'd magically go away, but I'm afraid that's wishful thinking.
You're not helping.
Well, maybe wishful thinking is what we need. Maybe they're real, but maybe we can cut through them.
It's worth a try.
Try to cut yourself free, remain silent. Screw it, attack her. I don't know how we could. Try to cut yourself free. We'll do what the paranoid says.
You clumsily rotate the blade in your palm, pressing it against the chains lodged in your wrist.
And it slices through them, right? Right?
Yeah, what he said. It slices through.
Now hold on. Let's not rush to conclusions. How would that ever work? It just does?
It doesn't.
Maybe the only reason it isn't working is because someone doesn't believe we can do it. They're metal chains, and nothing we've done has worked so far. Maybe if you gave me a good reason to believe we should try again, I'd believe it was worth trying again. But until then, I'm going to believe our eyes. This isn't getting us anywhere.
Skeptic is one of the weaker voices because he's too logical. He's good at taking control of us.
You should believe it because you should. We don't have anything better to do.
Maybe they're rusty. He did say they were rusty, didn't he?
He did, didn't he? All right, I'm game. We cut again.
You bring your blade against the chains again, and this time, you manage to cut into the metal.
Hey.
Its hook remains embedded in your flesh, but your arm falls from the mass of chains, free from the princess's bindings.
Yes! Will you look at that?
That worked. And why shouldn't the rest be the same then?
But before you can make much progress, the princess takes a step forward. As she moves, the heavy chains shift, tightening and tearing at your flesh, your joints screaming in agony as the rusted hooks dig deeper. Stars dance in your eyes as the chain wrapped around your neck threatens to choke you.
You can see it, can't you? The shape of her. She doesn't have a head. Her head is there.
As your vision comes back into focus, your eyes fall on the body of the princess, finally emerged from the shadows.
The cage.
The body of the princess is a weird way to describe a person.
Yes, well.
It's only accurate. The form in front of you is a body, draped in raiments of chains, her head dragging along behind her in an iron cage. The head stares up at you but says nothing, and the chains squeeze ever tighter. Just keep going. She's a head in a cage. We're not going to be able to talk our way out of this. The only thing we can do is keep soaring our way to freedom.
What is your problem with me? I've only ever tried to help you. You cut your own head off last time. You can't be mad at me about that. Keep cutting. Probably keep cutting.
Yes, the links are weak. They can't handle the strain. Isn't that right? You know, it's rather annoying for you to dictate what I'm going to say next.
But is that what happens? Do the links break?
Yes. Luckily for you, they were too thoroughly rusted to hold much longer.
Oh, good.
Your other arm breaks free. The body takes another step towards you, the chains around you tightening, the hooks boring deeper into your flesh. They constrict dangerously around your throat. You find it harder to breathe.
I don't think she's happy you're here. But what do I know? I'm just a set of eyes and ears. I don't make choices. At least not any that matter.
She won't kill us if we just keep cutting. We just have to get our neck free.
Cut free.
You continue your efforts, furiously working to sever the chain strangling your neck.
Look at you scurry. As if anything you do is going to change the outcome. Don't you get it? This is all the same. Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle. I wake up in chains.
The body steps forward. Your bindings tighten again, but you've almost sawn through the first layer of links.
You come to me, knife in hand.
The body steps forward as the first links break, but the pressure on your neck is becoming unbearable. Come on, come on, come on!
You give me your implement.
As the words leave her mouth, your blade slices through the final chains. You come crashing down. Well, at least we're not being strangled anymore.
That is nice.
Hold on. Did you hear what she said? We give her our implement.
Yeah? What of it?
This whole thing's been a riddle. Blade, heart, now.
The pieces fall into place. For every permutation there is a pattern, and when the pattern is learned, the illusion dissolves. But was the pattern always there, or were you the ones who wrote it in the sand? The writers must follow their own script. Give her your implement.
Blade flashing, you rush towards the princess. Her body continues its slow march towards you, never changing course even as you sink your weapon into its heart.
Right. To be fair, because she knows there is an outside force controlling you, if she vocalized the plan, then the narrator might have prevented it from happening. That's true.
Its hand wraps around yours, its flesh cold and its grip firm. But it does not try to wrench itself free. It instead drives the blade deeper into its own chest.
It's interesting that we lost our choice. After we cut ourselves free, the only thing we were allowed to do was stab.
I cut myself free.
The body collapses to its knees, and as it crumples, life seeming to leave it at last, the door of the cage creaks open. The head of the princess tumbles out. Congratulations! It would seem that you actually managed to see this through. All that's left is to watch her perish.
This is different. Maybe I got the pattern wrong. Or maybe I finally got it right.
Maybe... But I don't know that you had much choice this time. You explained that you couldn't control the body anymore.
We did it. We figured it out. We won. Why don't I feel like it means anything?
I just feel bad. It's not much of a victory, is it?
It's interesting because it's implying that the way out is to stop trying to free her and to kill her. But we know that's not true because we've gotten better outcomes with the prisoner before.
I don't think there is such a thing for us. At least, not here. This was just another trap. No matter what we do, we just keep losing ground.
I'm cold, but I think that's good. I think I can finally rest.
At least it ends it.
She's gone. And is that a mirror?
The riddle
Why
of
is it
steel.
here?
Twist a pattern in a steely
now?
cage.
But it feels so... It's calling...
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
It's not the end,
Okay. Can we trust you?
Feels too good to be true.
of course.
I think you know what I am.
I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
What is this place?
A construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
Do you have anything to say for yourself?
I do. The people out there are real.
So you know about the looping. So many times I met you, you denied it.
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant.
Hmm.
And for all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Of course. Wasn't supposed to see all this, was I?
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
If you want me to slay her, I need to know what she actually is.
She is the shifting mound, so I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Like I said, this isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work?
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion. And until then, the clock ticks on.
Why do you want me to destroy the concept of transformation?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either.
That was, if I destroy her, how is that existence any better than death, or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse.
Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Why couldn't you have told me all of this from the start? I would have helped you.
If you actually knew what she was from the start, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
And yet, here I am now, and that hasn't happened. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her.
Are you lying? I can't tell. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
It is interesting, because you seem to be able to notice when we picked a lie option earlier. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. It's finally time for you to wake up. An open heart or a watchful one, bring the cage to her. We also got the Riddle of Steel, twist a pattern in a steely cage. That's a rare one, 5.6%. Not as rare as the 5.1% we got, though. You could see the lies from inside, but that echo was outside. Let's see if we all earned all 5 cruel options. I don't know. I'm not necessarily going for that. If it's there, we can maybe do both of them, but my goal was to stab her in the cabin, do the opposite of what we did last time, where last time we brought the knife in, where we had her kill us. But the 5 ones we did all seem violent enough.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player.
She always says that. I told you what was going to happen when we reached this point. Slay the princess. What happens if I just try that? I assume we don't get immediately into it.
I know, and I've been waiting for you to see it through. Violence has always been our language, hasn't it?
There we go.
If this is what it takes to save you, then so be it. Fear is a chain around the neck and a needle in the eye.
That is a lot of wings.
It was fear that made our prison. And it was fear that told the lie that our spirits were not free to choose. Even when you cut yourself free, it was that lie that kept us bound in the dark. It was that lie that drove your edge through my heart. This construct is a machine of fear. It has no place in our divine hearts. Shatter it. Leave with me.
Just got the cage, they don't have the body. Fear or not, I drove that blade into your heart, and I remained while you were taken away.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you.
You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows.
But we had a dance unfinished, and in the pitch black of the earth we found it, at the tips of claws and the edge of blades. The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters.
The more we fought, the more you became an animal. I put you down then, and I will put you down now. The world does not need your savagery.
Death is a fantasy. Only those who lack perspective see it as anything other than transformation. You cannot destroy me. What once was one, then was two, and then was one again. You gave me shelter when you burned mine down, and then you struck another match. I pulled you from the ruins, and then we built a life. What once was one, then was one again. The peace didn't last. The worm in your heart came for us. It took you from me, and I took you back. What once was one, then was two, then was one again. You and I are bound together. To rid yourself of me would be to leave yourself forever incomplete.
We don't have one here. That's interesting, because I did stab her. Right, we'll have to get a set of violent ones that we can be sure of at some point. When we're not exploring new paths, maybe. I never wanted to get pulled into you. I was only trying to save the world.
But the world doesn't need saving. We've moved it along for as long as it's existed. That cold fire has left your eyes. Are you finally willing to listen? I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go, faster and faster and faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dry corners of a memory. A home built on all the futures that were supposed to be. Preserved until the moment of reunion. The fire of the heart sets it all ablaze. I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
I killed you without a second thought. And when you returned to set us both ablaze, I remained while you burned away.
You have never truly seen me gone. You cannot fathom a world without me. I crush you. I bleed you. I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me. I want those feelings back.
Do you?
You run, but you do not run away. You take me somewhere new, somewhere we can dance like we used to. But I could not follow your steps. There was no better gift for me than the gift of defeat. You showed me how much more I could be. We made each other better. To have no challenges to fade into nothing. A life without obstacles is no life at all.
That's a damn good argument, to be honest. I remember the moment of my victory. As soon as you entered my domain, I destroyed you.
The echo was diluted. A world without me would be an eternal hell.
Princess relaxes, smiling from a distance. The respite is welcome.
Are you still committed to my destruction? Or has your resolve started to waver? Nothing is immutable. There is no constant. There is no center. You cannot remove something without removing the relations which define it. To destroy what you perceive as evil is to damn everything you perceive as good. Open your eyes and accept what we are.
I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry.
Then try to destroy me if you can. But I will not yield easily to your delusion.
You don't have to face her alone.
How are you supposed to help?
You need a better place to strike from if you're going to land a decisive blow. I can help you with that. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she?
All right.
Then let's go. And here we are. Do you need me to describe things?
Sure, for old time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know I've already mentioned it, but if we want to see this through, we're going to need that blade.
Yep.
Yeah, it's dead silent in here.
It's funny. After everything he put us through, I'm kind of sad to see him go in this version.
Is that why you want to see this through and slay her?
I guess so.
It's just us.
That's probably for the best. The stare.
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me. You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Maybe. But first...
So this is it then. Let's see this through.
So, that's how it is. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you.
Jesus.
And I wish you nothing but the best.
Well, I feel like shit again. You blink. And the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small, melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. The tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carried a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they were then, but they aren't nothing either.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's not. A small part of her is with us, though.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal?
Second one.
It doesn't matter. We don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Leave. You leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are an empty canvas, but there is even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labour. A world free from death. Set yourself free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you couldn't once fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it. But it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once the unyielding tension gives way. And then the shattering. You are free. And before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will, and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands, countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
Hey there, buddy.
This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
Since a bit of her is in you, says Gwynbush, I think this situation won't actually last forever. You yourself will change, and with your own change and death will come back. Quite possibly. The sky's colours are far more violent than they were when we left with her. Yeah, this is definitely worse than that, though we do get to hear the voices again, that's nice.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
The whispering, and the coercion, and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all.
Speak for yourself. Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now. I hope this was all worth it, because I'm personally inconsolable.
Lucky for us, you have forever to get over it. Hear, hear, to our vanquished foe.
Well then, I guess the only thing left to do is figure out what happens next.
It must set the voices up depending on ones you've seen in that playthrough, because I don't think we got cheated, broken, or contrarian in that list. Which is fine. A new and unending dawn. Slay the princess. There'd probably be careful ways to try and get all of them, or to minimize them. So there's probably a... You're going to have at least 5 or so, because you do have to do a little. If you manage to stop it at chapter 2 5 times, you're still going to have 5 voices. Well, it's not the full cruelty ending. And yes, you'll be able to get all of them at the end if you pick Moment of Clarity. That's a good point. It's everything except for one piece there. So yeah, destroy her without any outside help must be the 5 cruelty options, and then the other thing to do is do a playthrough where the stranger is the first one we meet, which I guess we'll set up next, while we also, in the second run, try to get this through Damsel. I don't know if it's violent or what, but then again, I don't know if the stranger counts for violence either, so we can probably we'll wait until the next go-round to try and get this done. But we'll have to start making repeat visits and try to finish chapters as well. Also need the prisoner's version of the Grey. Yeah, well, there's a lot to get through the Damsel and the Prisoner. We've never seen the Wild through the Witch, the Wraith through the Nightmare. Not sure which others have alternate tie-ins, but they might change them as well. Although the Wraith doesn't seem to have a lot of differences. There's a lot to say. But it would be nice to wrap up the ending, because then I can stop worrying about full cycles and just, like, focus on what's everything we can get out of this, what's everything we can get out of that, what's everything we can get out of this. So yeah, for now let's start with the stranger, and then let's just pick 4. We can do these 2, and then we can pick 2 others that we have not seen a lot of to ration it out. But we don't need anything specific out of them, because what I'm going to do with the ending is go to the cabin and do all 3 paths. I don't know if they lead to new achievements for all 3, but they seem to lead to new pictures for all 3, because the princess looks different.
You're on.
Alright, skip button, get my workout.
Your silence is deafening. But fine. You turn around and... Oh, would you look at that?
Just saying nothing to him. Oh no, we have to say something to him now.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for...
Bam.
A warning. The cabin interior is wrong.
Don't know if it matters if we have the blade or not, but we'll grab
You
it.
take the blade from the... Okay, fine. Then how we... The other... It really...
Oh yeah, the first time we threw it.
You switch... Yeah. It really... The door to the basement creaks.
The soft stairs to the right.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down.
Oh.
Like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way.
That's good.
but the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight. The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
What the hell was that? What happened to us?
I feel so strange.
Oh well, that was a trip.
The princess. Eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness. And, why are we here again?
You're here to... He's just being an ass.
Getting down here was weird. Do you know what happened to me?
I don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures.
We can do that? I don't like this.
Again?
Should we tell him?
Nah, let it...
Right, I'm telling him.
Until...
It seems to...
Whatever you saw... Oh, new...
What happens if we don't fracture her into bits and instead just go straight to trying to do everything at once?
Wait, that's not right. Go on.
You take a step forward.
Yeah, there we
Your
go.
foot
They'll all
lands,
show up.
but it lands different. You can feel yourself rupture all at once. Is this what the end of the world?
But this... Do you not have anything? No, I don't, because this isn't fun.
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world
Falls apart?
I think he's gone.
We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all... Did you do this? Did we do this?
We should help her.
How surprisingly sincere.
I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
You just destroyed everything. I'm not going to fix you. But you don't know if she had the chance to hear you. She's gone, replaced with something else.
She's gone. And is that a mirror?
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something. No. You're right.
Then what the hell?
He is.
Again, I'm begging you, don't do this.
Doing it. Silence as you reach forward. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet.
Yeah, the first time I saw this, I didn't realize that this was the hands holding the princess. Because I had never seen the game before. And so what I thought was that this was the next evolutionary stage. I didn't quite grasp the idea of the hands being their own thing. And the princess being held. So when I get to the line, "let her out of there," I didn't really understand it, even though I was looking right at it. I just figured, okay, so she spawned a bunch of hands now. The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. No, these ones are a contradiction. A winding kaleidoscope of paths and walls. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. There is no exit. Bring me more perspectives.
Okay. I've heard all this enough times.
She asks that you won't.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
That sounds bad.
Does it? Are you a monarchist?
Nah,
Are
I'm
you
not doing this.
serious? Then I
Maybe
guess we'll
I'll
just
do
have
it,
to see
but
the interior
count
of the
on
cabin. The blade.
I'm gonna take a blade. That makes me seem like I'm a threat to her.
Is hypnotizing.
Yeah, damsel is the plan here. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you?
I'll see what I can do, fair maiden.
Okay.
You make your way. Fine. No. Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
The blade. Move.
Oh no, we died. Rather horribly, as I recall. Into the cabin.
Oh, she will.
Forget he said anything. But he last. I think I should have.
The interior
That's
of
interesting. The
the cabin
smitten
is
gives away the
clean and
last time of
elegant. Its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries. The
I don't think we need... I don't think the blade matters either way.
You take the blade from the table.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight.
The door to the bed.
Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with.
What? Why? She didn't know.
Rescue her.
No.
You're what? Take over our body?
I believe now we have to stay here. What do you want to do?
Let me guess.
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone.
She doesn't. You're so.
I think...
The prince. And then.
I don't know.
Something isn't right here. I'm sorry. That's funny. Well, there must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
It makes sense to me.
But what would make you happy? But you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on is she's lying to you.
But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
This isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us.
Okay, something is clearly happening here and I'm very scared. What if we just don't do anything? What if we just stay here? Nobody gets hurt and we just figure out a way to be happy. Together.
Oh, is that really what you want? If you think that would make you happy, then...
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
She doesn't seem thrilled about it.
Well, at least she's normal again. Normal again? Can't you tell she's sad? She's distraught. This is unacceptable.
But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here.
What do you mean by that?
As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then...
What?
What? No, you absolutely do not do that.
Oh, God.
Oh, but I do.
What? What is he doing?
We can't see unless you tell us. Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever.
I do like the implication that the narrator's storytelling is the engine of the world, basically. Like, on one hand, from the princess's perspective, we seem to have our discussions in real time. But on the other hand, nothing happens until the narrator or somebody who's overriding him states that it does. So he just, like, holds things for a while. I don't know how those two facts necessarily reconcile. At least when we do things, you can say that it's a matter of us holding in place until the narrator, like, gives his assent, willing or otherwise. I don't know how that works when she does stuff, though.
You plunge your nails into your chest,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
So I guess we do have sharp claws.
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider.
It's not the first time he's done something like this.
And yet, it's done, isn't it? It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch. Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened, threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
Another little indicator that we are not what we seem.
Don't mind my sacrifice.
Sacrifice?
It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
That doesn't even begin to make a tiny bit of sense.
Oh, I see.
What?
You're trying to tell me something.
Yeah, there's a madman in my head. Several, actually. Could we actualize a therapist? Can we move to Chapter 3, The Therapist, where you suddenly gain a psychiatric degree and can help me with my problems?
It's beautiful.
It super isn't.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Epilogue. That's not the normal... What?
You're on a path in the woods.
No, we're not.
Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin.
Epilogue. Happily ever after. Oh, yeah? Yeah, this is the last section.
Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet. We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the Lupin last time. Not that he was eager to divulge that. And right on cue,
Skeptic
here's
is
the
here.
new guy. Welcome!
Take his seat. Tell us a few things about yourself.
Can't say I'm happy to be here.
Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes?
I've only been through it twice. And it wasn't our fault that the last one went badly. It was Smitten's.
We know that you keep telling us that, but we've never seen a world end. As far as I'm concerned, that whole conversation is just noise. And I'm stuck on a better question. Where's the other one?
The other one?
Yeah, a certain lovesick fool has been suspiciously quiet. One might even say, absent.
Oh, you're right. It's a little quiet here, isn't it? Maybe that's one of the rules. Maybe only one bonus voice is allowed to be here at a time.
Bonus voice? I'm just as important as you are.
That is definitely not the rule.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. All I'm saying is that it's my third time here and it's your first. You're not unwelcome, but from my perspective, you're definitely bonus.
It's a bit rude.
I'm going to describe the room now.
Oh, good.
The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicoloured glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty. Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
Does it matter if the blade's not here? We didn't use it last time, and the time before that, she used it to kill us.
I see your point, but it's still an option that's been taken away from us. I don't like losing options.
Yes, and it's an important one. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. And the fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right. But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
Yeah, you're right. The stained glass windows are all of the damsel. None of you are going to talk about the mirror?
Oh, I see it. I've just been preoccupied with everything else going on. Like the fact that we can rip our own heart out without deciding that's what we're going to do.
Is that what happened to you last time? How did that even work? You better not do it again. Lucky for you, the one who did it is the one who's gone. Wonderful. Moving on, I have no idea what you're talking about. There is no mirror. There's only the stained glass windows, the empty table where your blade should be, and the door to the basement. Well, there it is, right in the middle of the room. Mirror or no mirror, the door to the basement, your only way forward, is just on the other side of the room. How about you walk over there?
How about we don't?
As you foolishly turn to leave the cabin and abandon the world to its ruination, you're... Oh, isn't that convenient? As you turn around, you're faced with a solid wall. There isn't a way out. It would appear that you're stuck here until you find a resolution to our princess problem.
Yes, it's very convenient, isn't it?
I assure you, I'm just as surprised as you are. Can't you hear the relief in my voice? I wouldn't be relieved if I was the one who set this up. I would have known you were stuck here from the beginning. Look, it doesn't matter who put that wall there, because it's there. The only thing for you to do now is find the princess and, ideally, find your weapon while you're at it.
We did say we were going to stay here forever.
With nowhere to go but forward, you turn back around, leaving the non-existent exit behind you. You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. What is this about that supposed mirror? Just reach forward and fumble around a bit. I'm sure you'll find the handle. Well, shall we have a look at ourselves? You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle. It's gone.
I don't like things disappearing on us.
Mirrors.
I don't like how
voices.
Fluid reality seems to be.
Neither do I. And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet.
Curious.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, that doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm.
We finally beat him. Even he can't say bad things about this basement. Alright, I will be right back. I'm just going to use the bathroom. Smitten did say something about making this place right for a princess. Yeah, no basement. It also shows that if the princess lives here, slaying her will be doing her a favor line comes directly from a script. Apparently this was the voice actor didn't ad-lib it, but it originally wasn't in every single permutation, or at least as many of them as could fit in. But he started putting it in to every permutation where it made sense to do so. Which is kind of great. Because it just isn't a... sensible line here. They finally broke that, but yeah, I think it was originally in chapter 1 and in a couple of the chapter 2 ones, but then he just thought it was funny and they let him go with it. Alright, anyway, let's get back into it.
Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess.
Yeah.
No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice, exitless house doesn't mean that she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature.
Only by your perspective, my guy.
Am I the only one who remembers how much she changed last time? Does she even have a nature?
Yes. In fact, you just stated it.
That is precisely why she poses a threat. I don't know, she got weird for a second, yeah, but she didn't change that. We have to move on. This is a wildly dangerous line of reasoning.
Anyway, up the stairs.
No, you can't just say that and not... Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
Oh god. She's the dead inside housewife in this one.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice. That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
Oh, he's struggling with isn't.
And don't eat the food.
Don't want to eat the food.
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the centre of the room, the princess seated at its far end.
What the genuine fuck is that? Why does it have hands?
Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck.
Oh, that's a normal place for it.
So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy.
I don't know, I feel like you'd have to, turn it inwards at least a little, right?
Isn't that suspiciously easy? There has to be a twist. There has to be something waiting for us. You saw what happened to her last time. She's not what she seems.
Also, there was talk of dinner, but the table is empty.
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Gornbush says, Smitten, what are you doing? Because he split out part of your true self at the end and he is not here. If he's separated from us, is that him then? Why does he look like a demon?
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
What is this place? You mentioned dinner on the stairs.
Oh, right, dinner. I'd totally forgotten about it.
The flames burn bright, and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Remember what I said.
Yeah, eat the food.
Oh, but it looks so amazing, and after everything we've been through, we could really use a break. Are you sure we need to be so concerned?
Right. Right.
I'm not sure about anything, and that's the problem.
For what it's worth, I generally don't think one should trust strange food that magically appears on a table. But nothing here is exactly what I expected it to be, so make of that what you will.
Refuse her hospitality, eat. Oh man, let's save there. I'll eat. But I'm curious as what happens if we don't later on.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue. You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels. This really is perfect, isn't it?
Take notes, narrator. This is if you give me this after we kill her, then maybe we won't keep doing this.
It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you. The food is good. Again, you tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already. And then it's over. And you're just as hungry as when you began.
This seems bad.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
And so the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you do it again. The meat is fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. So we had a mediocre meal. It's not a big deal.
That's the trap. It wasn't mediocre at first. It's trending down.
We're just getting a little sick of it. So what? We just have to try something new. I'm sure we won't be stuck eating the same meal forever. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast. And again you eat.
Maybe we should start questioning that shadow.
The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing. I'm so tired of eating. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
Oh.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
A light went out. Maybe a coincidence, but maybe not.
As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you just said something you wanted to say.
But it was wrong. I took away a piece of our light. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't want him to be upset with me.
Him. You said he. Who is he?
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
Oh boy.
It all makes sense now. It's him, isn't it? He's making all of this happen. He's the one who's trapped us here. Who? The lovesick one, the one from last time. He's not gone. He's just with her now. He's the shadow.
Shadows on the walls deduce the identity of a shadowy figure with the help of a questioning voice. Yeah, I mean, we weren't exactly completely thrown by it or anything, but yeah. Hey, Smitten, you were real chatty last time. Don't you have anything to say?
Smitten?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response.
No, I saw him smile. That's him.
Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
That's fine. He's probably easier to deal with silent.
He says his words are just for me, but he wants me to ask. Isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do?
Not quite.
He says he's tired. I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
What is this place?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
I don't think having an extra person in here with you makes it any easier to bear. Well, we ate. What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. Maybe we could play a game. Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
Oh, hey, something new.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Yeah. Once.
Yet another waste of time. Why all the distractions? What are we being distracted from? That's the real game. And I feel like I'm 2 steps behind.
If you come here with a different voice, you don't get to call Smitten out, despite how obvious it is. That's weird, but okay.
You're overthinking it, mate. I feel like this is just something to do. We might as well try to have some fun. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
And so you start over.
Oh dear.
Time passes. You play the game. You win.
Hey! Will you look at that?
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
It's never going to stay fun.
You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Maybe.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again. The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew. And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life.
For now.
But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination. Winning and losing become nothing but ends, and even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish. Till finally...
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
God. This one it's very good, but it's kind of torturous. It's very, like... makes you think about the games you have hundreds of hours in. It's interesting. They don't always get old. Having things to do is better than the good ending, but there's a reason she needs to leave the cabin. You need more inputs than two people can provide to have enough experiences to enjoy Locked Away. Yes. It's not impossible. The problem is that the narrator is completely unimaginative. That's why the good ending can't work. Like, the fact of the matter is, I spend most of my time and get most of my entertainment here. In a room. Right? But this machine is capable of quite a bit of variation. They don't have that. And I'm sure if I lived for 3,000 years, I would have more trouble.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out.
Oh dear.
Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
This is awful.
I think we all know that we're not happy. We just have to admit it to ourselves.
The machine has inputs that connect you to the ideas of millions of people. Yes. Yes. there was no creative output from the world, it would be very different. Are you actually happy here?
The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Yes! Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
You need the truth. You need to tell me how you really feel.
I don't feel anything.
The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
Don't worry about what's going to happen. If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
So you would. This is awful. That's impressive from the narrator.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
And with it goes the shadow. Killer. What? What happened here? Like, I'm very curious as to how the narrator would go if we chose to kill her. I don't think I actually want to do violence in this route. So we've saved. I want to click on this and then back out of it, I think.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Wow.
Isn't this what you wanted us to do from the beginning? It is. I think I might have made a terrible mistake.
A terrible mistake? You sold this as her being a threat to the entire world. Was that a lie?
No, it wasn't. I'm just not sure the world I want is worth it.
This is some sort of trick. You're trying to use reverse psychology on us, or what if this is reverse psychology?
Think what you will. I'm only here to guide you. You're the one who makes the decisions.
You're right. What was I thinking?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think this is for the best. Thank you.
Well, that's great and all, but next time we talk to you, you aren't going to remember any of that shit.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
I don't know if I ever have. But maybe I can now.
That's a nice thought. think this place was bad for us. It was keeping us small. I think it's time for us to go.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold, a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt. You're really okay with this, aren't you? With the end of the world? I think I have to be. You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance. And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do. He's really gone, isn't he?
Yeah. There's an itching in the back of my head that feels like it's finally been scratched. No more shadowy figures yanking at our strings. No more strings. I guess we're free.
The stars are so beautiful.
A quiet moment passes over you. A comfortable quiet.
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
She gently pulls you forward, and the two of you fall into graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is the shared thumping of your hearts, beating in perfect unison. Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move, a soft, sad smile widening and widening until it reflects only genuine affection. You send her out in a wide spin, and your arms stretch to their limits, only the tenuous grasp of your hand in hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
I meant it. Share a dance with your happy ending. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
I like that Smitten had to disappear for happiness to actually happen. There's something pointed in that.
And is that a mirror?
It'll be fine. Actually, we can also say other things. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
No, that can't be right. There has to be something more.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach for it. To the cabin! Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become whenever you are ready.
Thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. She will make for an honest heart.
I think we've had honest before.
Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself.
No, I was thinking of patient. That makes sense, though. Where did it go back?
I will long for your return, but we will meet again.
An honest heart. Share your happy ending with her.
You're on a path in the woods.
Welcome back, dickhead. As we mourn your character development. Cast into the abyss. We got a decent amount of this. Finish playing a game with the help of a manipulative voice. Okay, so there's a reason to come with the other voice. Manipulative? Opportunist, I guess. Keep the last flame lit forever. It's finally over. Leave with her hand not in hand. See through her eyes at the end of everything as you dance under the stars. Okay, yeah, two exits there. It might be worth grabbing hand not in hand, because that doesn't sound like a huge difference. Did I save? Yeah, I saved there. That's so this one can be. Well, this sucks.
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
Yeah, it really, really does.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess...
Whatever we had between us wasn't real. This is real.
I don't know what this is.
It's us.
We can be us anywhere. And I think we're both done with being who this place makes us. So, I guess it's time for us to leave.
You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world?
It does if he's telling the truth.
Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world.
It really was just all meaningless blather then, wasn't it?
Think what you will. I'm done fighting. You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs, and then the two of you step out into the world.
Right, so that... Yeah, leave with her hand not in hand. There we go. That just seemed like a good little one to pick up, you know?
You're here to...
And if I save there, it'll continue from here. For his plan to work, his echoes had to be unable to affect each other. The one to see her more as an object to be adored than a person with her own desires had to fade to nothing in order for her to even state a differing opinion. Yeah, the Smitten's influence had to fade. And since he was a shadow, the easiest way to do that was cutting out the light. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting how, like, the game... It presents you with a lot of choices, but it really does not, in my opinion, paint an actual legitimate dilemma. It paints a clear good and a clear bad as to what you should do. Which I've said before, and I don't mind that, like, we explore the bad choices because they create interesting stories. Similarly, Disco Elysium lets you be a fascist, but doesn't make any bones of it being a terrible idea. And they wouldn't write a path like this if that's not what they believed, you know? They wouldn't write a path where the narrator is like, fuck, my entire premise is very dumb, if that wasn't the clear truth of it. They certainly explore it in all of the ins and outs you can. So that's nice. We are at 80 out of 131 achievements. We're at 61%. So we've still got a number of paths to walk down. And I'm still thinking I want to walk down them. Though I am thinking it will go faster now. With a couple of exceptions, like... I imagine the other version of the Grey will be quite different because it seems to be an entirely different theming, but it should be start and stop. When we go to the end, we can talk to the narrator in the mirror about this version. Ooh, that's fun. Does he remember that, though? I think the one in the mirror might be separate from all the others. But we can at least confront him with the idea. Oh, I'm trying to remember that. All right. Fare thee well.